Guys, the Greek word for demon is daimon, which can also be translated to a knowing one. They're in a different dimension, so of course they know more than we do within this dimension if you are not tapping in. Tapping in with God, of course. But here's what's really crazy. If they're called a knowing one, then the only way to overcome them is to clothe yourself with a higher intelligence, meaning Christ. This is how you take authority and dominion over a knowing one, over a demon. You think God just says things just so we can read them? No, Galatians 2:20 is not just poetry. Or when it tells us to put on the mind of Christ, it's not just poetry. There's a real spiritual impartation that is happening when you tap in. There's a real divine engrafting within your soul. But that's for those who are truly tapping into the spiritual understanding of the word, of the law, of the Torah. You realize that in the old covenant, they were married to the letter of the law. And one of the ways a woman could leave their husband is if he died. So Jesus came in the flesh and was crucified. So the word came in the flesh. And when the word was crucified, those who were married to the letter of the law were able to leave that husband, to now be married in the spirit, to now have spiritual understanding. Colossians 1:9. Us having knowledge of the Father's will in all wisdom and spiritual understanding. The Lord made it possible for us to really tap in, to really step in, to really understand God in spirit and truth. John 4:23, in the last hours, the worshipers will worship God in spirit and truth. To worship God in spirit and truth means to have spiritual understanding. It's not just about being out here, I love you, Jesus. I love you, God. Yes, I want to soak in the presence. What are you learning? What are you understanding? Are you truly stepping into the understanding of Yahweh? Or are you just out here listening to motivational speakers? It's time to press in, my brothers and sisters, especially within these last hours. I truly love you guys. For those who want to press in a little more with us, go to my Patreon. We're building a small community here, and we're tapping in more and more into the Spirit of God. Hallelujah. Love y'all. God bless. Shalom.